you got this idea to be like a DJ, like a bar mitzvah DJ, wedding DJ, Sweet 16 DJ, right? You play records and what? Like,
well, I had it started first where there was this bar in Kansas City called Studebaker's.
Yeah.
It was like a 50s bar.
Right.
And I was trying to find a job waiting tables, but I had really long hair.
Right.
I was probably about, I don't know, 18, and I didn't want to cut my hair. and so I went in and they said, I was looking for this, like a job as a waiter or barback, and they weren't hiring. I said, what about DJs? Because I saw they had a DJ booth. They go, well, actually, yeah. And then they would do these things called show times, where every hour you had to stand on the bar and do like hand jive, like one of those cheese ball kinds of things. But I wound up auditioning to DJ.
Did you know anything about music? Did you know what to play?
I knew like some 50s music. Yeah,
Right.
I had a pretty good idea of the music to play, but
because you got to get people up and dancing, isn't that your job?
Yeah. But this was a bar that thankfully I didn't have to try and get people up and dancing so much at this kind of place.
Right.
But I wound up having to wear like a 50s pompadour wig because I wouldn't cut my hair and they wanted me to look. It was just sucked.
You must have looked really cool.
But then, really cool.
Like an Elvis wig?
Like an Elvis wig. But then when I moved from Kansas, because I was in Kansas, when I moved to go to acting school, I needed a job on the weekends. And so I thought, all right, you know what? I have DJ experience.
Right.
So then I got hired with a company that would do like weddings and bar mitzvahs and things like that. Yeah.
So that you were the guy. You were the wedding and
for about a year.
Wow. And I guess that teaches you something. It's better than, I guess, being a waiter and having to earn a living while you go to acting school.
I did that.
At least
too.
you're performing.
But I mean, yeah. But it was also a real. I mean, where it was.
What was your character's name? Donnie the Dweeb or something?
Well, I had it was a job that I didn't love it that much, and I always felt a little bit like, oh God, I got a bit of a douche. I'm like trying to get these kids out on the floor, and yes, that was where I got to keep the party going.
Yeah.
And then I remember I had 2 bar mitzvahs in one day. And it was on the second bar mitzvah, hour 18 or whatever, and I just lost it. And I was dancing with these kids, and I started dancing just like a freak, and mocking the entire thing. They thought, the kids thought I was funny, and so they kind of cleared the dance floor a little bit, and my boss got on the mic and said, hey, it's Donnie Dweeb.
Oh, and that became you.
And then I was like, oh, God, I can't bail on this, so I have to do it.
Oh, no.
And then the following week, there was like another bar mitzvah, and these kids said, hey, are you the guy that does the dork dance?
That became your thing.
It became your thing.
And then it became, and honestly, it became my thing that I hated to do. But then I would get requests, and if I got a request to DJ a party, I'd get an extra $100.